Hello everyone, welcome to techpix.com. And now we are back with one of the projects of our Section 1 school projects kit. So today we will learn about the development of a simple touch activated alarm. So you know the need of such alarm. It can be used for security purposes, for child safety, for personal security, whether you have to store your precious essentials, or you can even implement this project onto your car. And there are many such applications where an alert is needed whenever someone else touches our objects or our belongings. So today we will learn how to develop this and what all modules are needed for such a project. So starting with the components, here let's first have a discussion on each component separately and understand what has been used in this project. So starting with the sensor. This is a touch sensor. Here you can see that we have two strips here, and whenever we will touch these two strips, the sensor will generate an output. It will send a signal to the control board. So, and further we have an integrated circuit LM358 for amplification. Then we have a variable resistance for adjusting the sensitivity of the sensor. And next we have a connector so that the output of the touch sensor can be supplied to the control board. Now we will have a discussion on the control board. Here you can see that here is a connector for input and output at both the ends. In the center we have a transistor for amplification purposes. Next we have a power button for turning on and off this control board. Here you can see that below the input connector we have a 2-pin connector for battery as well. After that you can see that here are two LEDs. So these two LEDs have different purposes. The green one indicates the power and the yellow LED will indicate the output. That is, for example, if we connect the sensor with the control board. So if the control board will be receiving output from the sensor, this light will glow up. So this is all about the control board. Now let's have a discussion on the output module. So on this output module, you can see that we have already installed a buzzer and an LED so that we might have the desired output, whether in the form of sound or in the form of light. Here we have the input so that the output of the control board can be connected here, and the buzzer and LED can be switched on and off as per our requirement. We have given switches for both of them in case we want either of the outputs or none of them or both of them. Then we have connectors for the output devices, the external devices if you want to connect, for example, a motor or buzzer or LED, anything that you want, you can connect here. For example, here we have to connect an external buzzer, so we can connect it here. And further, if you have to connect any relay, you can use the second connector for that. So this is all about the output module. Here we have the external buzzer and the connecting wires for making the connections between our components. So now we will start making connections. First of all, we will take a touch sensor, and here you can see that here is a connector for the output of the sensor. So 3-pin connector is there. You can see that there is no option of making any wrong connection here because its fixed position has been indicated here on the board. So we will connect the output of this sensor to the input of the control board. So on the control board, you will see that input has been mentioned. So here is also a 3-pin connector. Here we have connected this. So the connection between the sensor and the control board is done. Next, we will be connecting the battery to the control board. Here we have a 2-pin connector for the battery. And now we will be connecting the cap of the battery. So this way we are done with battery. Now next comes the output module. So for this we will be connecting the output of control board to the input of this output module. Again, it is a 3-pin connector. And this way we are done with the connections. So first of all, I'm placing all of these components. I'm fixing them onto their position so that the project looks more assembled. It would be quite helpful in presenting it conveniently. Here we have pasted the output module, and lastly, here we have fixed the position of the battery. So now we will see, here I have connected the buzzer, and on these output pins we can connect either of the device we want as per our convenience or our project, like a buzzer, a motor, an LED, or anything you want. So now we will check how the project functions. Here we have turned on the power and you can see the green LED turned on. And now when I'll touch the strips of the sensor, you will see that the buzzer will beep. So the output LED of the control board and the LED of the output module are also glowing up, indicating an output from the sensor. So here you can see this way this project works, and it can be implemented anywhere where security is needed and we want that our belongings are not touched by anyone. It can be used for child safety as well, like children may do mischiefs, and there are certain drawers that can be injurious for them. So we can use such alert systems so that we may know whenever any child has touched them. And here we can control the switch of the buzzer and LED as well. Here you have seen that I turned off the LED and it's not glowing up even if the system receives the output from the sensor. So this is how the switches of the buzzer and LED work on the output module. That's all about the working of this project. You may contact on the given number to purchase this project or for any queries related to it, or from the link given in the description below. Don't forget to subscribe our channel and like this video to stay tuned with more such projects. Thanks for watching. Have a good day.